Hi, welcome to this video update, which is on the 27th of November. It's Wednesday, just going to be looking at what we consider to be a high odds breakout trade that is forming up. Now, it's in USD MXN, and this trade setup looks really attractive to us. We're going to be going to the charts in a moment. Now, when trading breakouts, what we like is if a level gives way, there are a lot of speculators' stops behind the level. So basically, we break the level, those stops will get hit and lead to continuation away from the breakout point. I think this pair looks really good in terms of that type of scenario. There are a lot of speculative stops behind the breakout level if we do break higher, and we're pretty close to the level at the moment. So really good risk to reward on it. And yeah, if we do break higher, we're looking for continuation so it can get the stop up and really reduce the risk. Really good reward potential on the other side. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to go and look at the trade setup. But just before we do so, please do keep in mind, it is my view as of this moment in time. It can, of course, change in line with the market conditions and action. If you want all our trading techniques, our daily, technical and sentiment analysis of 14 Forex pairs, including the one we're going to look at right now, you can get live access to our member center by simply clicking on the link beneath this video. Right, let's go and take a look at the trade setup. And we just very quickly, before we go to the daily chart, and look at the weekly chart first. Right, we're on the USD MXN. It's the weekly chart just very quickly. First of all, to see the big picture, and also want to show my target, which is 2050 here. From current levels, if we reach that target, and I think we could if we break out and have a little bit more strength, it's 4.9% with no leverage at all. Now, if we look at the price action, the dollar falls hard there, right into the 19 level, which is pretty good support, and we bounce off it. Last 3 weeks, we've effectively got 3 weeks of lower lows, and I think now a bit more strength, we could punch up towards the 2050 level, and it's only a little bit more strength that's needed. And I think if we do break out, I'll go through my logic in a moment, you should see a highly volatile move to the upside, so follow through pretty quickly in my view, and that means you can use a relatively tight stop, so it's a good risk to reward trade. Now, point to keep in mind, stock markets very firm, but the MXN is not pushing the USD down. USD is pushing up. Okay, so risk on continues. I don't see that as a big deal. I don't think the USD is going significantly lower. A stall in stock markets or a little bit of downside, we could see the USD move sharply higher. Right, let's go to the daily chart and do our levels of entry, stop, and target. USD MXN, I'll do some technicals in a moment, but first of all, just want to look at the sentiment behind the chart because it's very, very important. Now, in terms of sentiment, we're using our favorite tool in Forex for sentiment reading, which is COT Net Traders Positions. For those of you unfamiliar with the tool, you can just look up our video, which is called COT Net Traders Indicator on our channel. But just in brief, the way we're using it, we want to see what speculators are doing against commercials. Commercials are the real smart money. Okay, now if we look at their positions, just simple ratio. Speculators 2.9 to 1 in terms of shorts over longs, which is pretty bearish for them. Commercials 3 to 1 in terms of longs over shorts, which is pretty bullish for them. But look at that spec short position, 213,936 short full contracts. That's near a record. It's opposed by 214,000 commercial net long positions. Now, these trades here are carry trades, and I think they're going to get taken out the market. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with carry trades, I'll just go through what they are and why we think there's a high odds breakout coming. Now, the USD is moving up, despite stocks moving to multi-year highs. Now, the MXN is a real risk-on currency and will normally correlate with stocks. So stocks pretty strong, but the USD is moving up in a choppy fashion. MXN is also a barometer of emerging market currencies generally. So if USD MXN starts to move sharply higher, it will spill over into other emerging market currencies. I'm only looking at one here, which obviously the MXN, but you could look at Russian ruble, for example, the ZAR. Yeah, those real exotic currencies. If the USD goes up on the MXN, should go up on the others. Now, the MXN is supported by a carry trade, so you get 7.5% interest from the Mexican peso, healthy interest rate differential over the USD. It is coming down, but it's the best interest rate on a major currency. And the MXN is a major currency. There's a lot of volume that goes on in USD MXN each day. It's not thinly traded, it's heavily traded. Okay. Now, in terms of Mexico, it's in recession. Okay, it's contracted for 2 straight quarters. That means the interest rate will be coming down. It's getting no optimism or no support from optimism about this trade deal, supposed trade deal between the US and China anymore. And Mexico very exposed to global trade. Okay, so that correlation is broken down. Carry trades will be exiting the market, and any risk off, if stocks start to fall, will be bearish. Okay, will accelerate the USD up move. I think the USD is going up anyway. But if you're doing a carry trade, you do not want volatility against you, or big move against you, because you're mainly in it for the interest rates. You want low volatility, either going sideways or obviously in your favor. You don't want it going against you. So I've got a feeling this big short position, the stops are pretty close. And I'm just going to go through where I think they are. And if they are where I think they are, a breakout should follow through pretty quickly. Now, in terms of the member center, it's in the guest pair section. We did initially take it off this level here, got it on this big blue, went up, she reversed back, stopped us out for nothing, but we bought the bounce again. 1929, we're now 1955, so a little bit of profit, but now we're at a critical juncture. We break higher, that profit I'm hoping could become a lot bigger, and also I think a breakout is a good buying opportunity for fresh positions and just draw trajectory. Trajectory can go there, and what you can see is 3 higher lows. Okay, now in terms of first level support, it's there. Okay, and second level support is really going to be the round number, so just behind 1940 you want to stop. Where's the breakout point? You've got double top there, you've got 3 candles here just above the level. So what you're looking for is a new high through there, and then if we're correct and the carry trade stops are here, they should get hit pretty quickly and push us up towards 1920 and then up to the top of the screen, which is the weekly level, which is 1950. Okay, so you're near enough 3 to 1 to first target, 5 to 1 over to second target. But what I like about this trade is if we do break higher and the stops are here, you just quickly move away from the breakout point. Then you can bring your stop up behind first level support. Get big blue, the stops are getting run, spec shorts coming out the market, you should get continuation. So I like the look of this trade, the way it's shaping up. I know, this pair could be pretty choppy, but the way the MXN is not going up with stocks and trade optimism talk, the dollar's working its way higher. We know there's a lot of stops, carry trades in the market, looking for them to get taken out. Hopefully, see a nice move to the upside. We'll see how this one goes. I'll probably update in a future video, or of course you can follow it in the guest pair section of the member center. That is the video for today. Thank you very much for watching me as usual. Take care. Have a good day.